Everyone, and welcome to this topic. In this session, we will study about the generation of computer. Okay, so let us start the generation of computer. The following figure shows you, or the following table shows you the generation of computer. So the evolution of computer technology is often divided into the five generation. The evolution of computer technology is often divided into five generation. Here we have to understand the generation of computer and a generation timeline and evolving hardware. So in the first generation, that was a timeline 1940s to 1950, a vacuum tube based computer was invented. And the second generation, from 1950 to 1960s, a transistor was replaced to the vacuum tubes. Means second invention is evolving hardware is a transistor based. Third generation, it was come from 1960 to 1970. The integrated circuit based computer was invented. So thousands of registers are placed in one single unit that is called as an integrated circuit. Thousands of bits are placed on a single chip. That is so the size was reduced in this type of generation of computer. Now the fourth generation, that is started from the 1972 up to present, and a microprocessor based computer was invented. And here we use the silicon chip, and silicon chip of millions of components we can add on a single nail chip, that is called as a IC also, but it is a silicon IC. Now fifth generation, the present and the future, artificial intelligence based computer was in involving evolving or so that is about the generation in short. When the which timeline indicate the which type of evolving hardware. First, uh, first vacuum tube was replaced by the transistor. After that, transistor was replaced by the integrated circuit, and in now integrated circuit was replaced by the microprocessor chip, and now they are working on to replace the microprocessor based computer with the artificial intelligence based computer, and this is the present and the future is also of computer intelligence. So we have to check, we have to see the in details what is the first generation of computer. So what are their characteristics of first generation of computer in 1940s to 1950s. So the main electronic component is a vacuum tube. Main memory is a magnetic drum and magnetic tips are there. You can see this is the computer which we use a vacuum tube and magnetic drum also. And and a programming language, that is a machine language. Power consume a lot of electricity and generate a lot of heat. Speed and size very slow and very large in size, entire room, often taking entire room. Input and output device, punch card and paper tape. Punch card and paper tape. Example, ENIAC, UNIVAC 1, IBM 650, IBM 701, etc. are the first generation computers. In first generation of computer, it have some characteristics. It used the vacuum tube as an electronic component, main electronic component, and main memory is a magnetic drum or magnetic tape. Magnetic drum or magnetic tape. And programming language we use machine language, and power a lot of consume a lot of electricity and generate a lot of heat. And the speed and size, speed is very slow and very large in size, means it often takes one room to to store one computer. It can take often entire room. Input and output devices are punch card and paper tape. So example is ENIAC, UNIVAC 1, IBM 650 and IBM 701. These are the first generation of computer. Okay, so these are the characteristics. Quantity, there were about 100 different vacuum tubes computer produced between 1942 to 1963. There were 100 different vacuum tube computer produced between the time 1942 to 1963. So the main characteristics of, now we have to learn the second generation of computer characteristics, that is the 1950 to 1960. We know that the transistor was replaced to vacuum tube was replaced by the transistor in this generation of computer. So here the main electronic component is a transistor. Here memory, we use the magnetic core and magnetic tape. In first generation of computer, we use magnetic drum or magnetic tape. Here in second generation, we use the magnetic core and magnetic tape on this. Programming language is assembly language. In first generation of computer, we use the programming language, machine language, and in second generation, we use the assembly language. Power and size, low power consumption, and general less heat, and smaller in size in comparison with the first generation of computer. So this is the characteristics of second generation of computer. It consumes the low power, so generate a less heat and smaller in size as compared to first generation of computer. Speed is improvement of speed and reliability also in comparison with the first generation of computer. So input output devices, again here punch card and magnetic tape are the input and output devices. So example of second generation of computer is IBM 1401, IBM 7090 and 7094, UNIVAC 1107, etc. So third, we have to study about third generation of computer. The main characteristics of third generation of computer, that is started from 1960 to 1970, and the main electronic component is a integrated circuit, that is IC. This is an IC. Memory, we use here large magnetic core and magnetic tape per disk. Programming language, we use here level language, that is Fortran, Basic, Pascal, COBOL, etc. Okay, these programming language. In second generation of computer, we use the programming language, assembly language. But in a third generation, we use the high level languages like Fortran, Basic, COBOL, Pascal, and C, etc. Again, size smaller, cheaper, and more efficient than the second generation of computer. They were called a mini computer. They were called as a mini computer. Speed, improvement of speed and reliability in comparison with the second generation of computer. So input and output devices, magnetic tape, keyboard, monitor, etc. Example: IBM 360, IBM 370, EDP, UNIVAC 1108, etc. These are the third generation of computers. So we have to understand this characteristics and learn also and remember also. Now, fourth generation of computer, we have to see its characteristics. The invention was started from 1970 to present. Fourth generation of computer. The here main electronic component is a very large scale integration, that is a VLSI and microprocessor. VLSI and a microprocessor, thousands of transistors on a single microchip. We can place here thousands of transistors on a single microchip. That is a VLSI, very large scale integration. Very large. One the fourth generation of computer, the main electronic component is a VLSI and a microprocessor. What is a VLSI? Means very large scale integration, means it consists of thousands of transistors on a single microchip. So it is called as a very large scale integration. Here we use the memory, semiconductor memory such as RAM and ROM also. RAM is a random access memory, and ROM is a read-only memory. Ra- a random access memory, a type of data storage, that is a memory element used in a computer that temporarily store a program and data. It is a volatile; its content are lost when the computer is turned off. It is a one type of volatile memory, means the data is present until the power is on. Okay, so that is called as a random access memory, and it is a type of data storage in computer. And we generally use uh, random access memory to store the program and data, temporary program and data. Then SROM, it's a read-only memory, a type of data storage used in the computer that is permanently store the data and programs. It is a totally non-volatile, means its content are retained even when the computer is turned off. Means it is a permanent memory, and its contents are not vanished till the computer is turned off. When the computer is also going to turn off. So this is the fourth generation of computer again. Here we use some high level languages in the programming language that like Python, C hash, Java, JavaScript, Rust, Kotlin, etc. A mix of both the third and fourth generation language. Here we use the both generation language, that is the third and fourth generation language. Size smaller, cheaper, and more efficient than third generation of computer. Speed improvement of speed, accuracy, and reliability in comparison with the third generation of computer. And input output devices. There is keyboard, pointing device, optical scan, monitor, pointer, etc. Network, a group of two or more computer systems linked together. Here we can use the network and network operating system, a group of two or more computer systems linked together to share something is called as a network. So it can provide us a network facility. Example of fourth generation of computer are IBM PC, Star 1000, Apple and Apple Macintosh HGC. So these are the example of computers which are used in the fourth generation of computer. The main characteristics of fifth generation of computer is the present and the future. The present and the future, the main electronic component based on the artificial intelligence uses the ultra large scale integration. In fourth generation of computer, we use the VLSI. VLSI means very large scale integration. It means that thousands of transistors can place on single chip, that is called as a very large scale integration. But in the fifth generation, the main electronic component is the artificial intelligence, and it uses the ultra large scale integration technology and parallel processing method. And parallel processing method. What is the meaning of ultra large scale integration? That is ULSI. Millions of transistors on a single microchip. Millions of transistors on a single microchip. We can place here millions of transistors on a single microchip. That is like Intel chip. Then parallel processing method. Use two or more microprocessor to run tasks simultaneously. Here we use two or more microprocessor which run the task simultaneously. Multiple processors are there. Language, understand the natural language, that is human language. Here the focus is computer must understand the natural language of human. Power, consume less power and generate less heat. That is also the characteristics of fifth generation of computer. Speed, remarkable improvement of speed, accuracy and reliability in comparison with the fourth generation of computer. So size is a portable in and small in size and have a huge storage capacity. Input and output devices are the keyboard, mouse, monitor, trackpad, touchpad, touchscreen page, speech input, recognize voice or speech, light scanner, printer, etc. Example are the desktop, laptop, tablet, smartphone, etc. These are the fifth generation of computer. So that's it about the generation of computer. I hope you will understand this topic, and thank you for watching. Bye.